up, YouTube? Here I am with the Stanley French press. I'm going to do a review on this. Let you guys know what I think about it. I've used it about 3 or 4 times now. I like it. I think it makes a pretty good cup of coffee. I've never actually used a French press before this. I thought it was pretty sweet. I just happened to be looking around in Walmart and saw it. Tried to shoot another video with it, and for some reason that one didn't work out. But all it is a metal cup. It doesn't have lines other than one fill line for graduated marks. It holds about 32 ounces, so 4 cups. It's got a filter down here, kind of a rubber gasket, so all you got to do is fill it up, put the coffee in there, let it sit, and then it separates the coffee from the coffee grounds from the actual coffee water you're going to be drinking. Right here you kind of see that it's tapered a little bit, but let's see what the bad boy weighs. Altogether, I think it was 15. Let's go with 15.2. I don't remember though. Ooh, 15.25, 15.3. Okay, that was close. So it's a little bit under a pound. It's not the lightest altogether, but if you were wanting some really good coffee while on a backpacking trip, obviously there's lightweight options better than this, other than packing all your coffee and something this heavy. But it's amazing what something this fresh and that delicious would actually do for you. But anyway, let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna pour some water in here. I got this measuring cup. Unless you just baby pour it the entire time, it spills everywhere, and I have yet to get a full pour without it. Oh, okay, so just the cup itself weighs 8.1 ounces, so that plastic has got some weight to it, that's for sure. You could probably do without the lid. So I'm going to pour this as slow as possible because I want to get a good measurement. This was exactly 4 cups. I want to see if it actually goes up to that fill line or not. I guess the way I could have done it was fill it up from the French press and then poured it back into the measuring cup. Okay, so it holds the line. I don't know if you can really see it, but the line, let me zoom in. So the line is here, the water's there, so it holds a little more than 4 cups. Which I just thought of something. That line difference is about the same difference between what the grounds would hold here. So you're not going to be drinking that coffee down there probably, like, because it might have some soot and stuff. So you wouldn't want to drink the very bottom end of this thermos. So maybe that's why it's up, or the French press, that's why it's up a little bit more. So you're actually getting 4 cups out of it. I bet that's why. So you're actually getting 4 cups. Okay, so sweet. 4 cups is what, about 950 milliliters, something like that? I don't know. You do the math. Google's great. But yeah, I guess if you want to take off a little bit of weight, almost dropped it. If you want to take off a little bit of weight, you could just leave this at home. But I don't know. I like it. If I was backpacking in there, I like coffee, and if I was especially going to run out of alcohol, because I would probably pack alcohol with me if I was lightweight backpacking too, because I like to drink. At night, once that's gone, I'd be drinking coffee, just for something for my morale. Okay, so here's my Peak 1 Coleman stove, and here's my Dollar Tree crock handy lighter with the extender to protect yourself. I think this lighter's so cool. For $1, it's awesome. Way cooler than a big. But here we are. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's get this thing going. So it's taken me about 7 minutes per fill up, which I guess at this point I've realized I'm a little bit low. I'm either going to cut it or speed through it. But yeah, it took me about 7 minutes. So, I mean, nothing too scientific here, but I'm going to pause it until it's done and show you guys what else I'm doing with it. But yeah, check out that peak one, old school style. The new ones are red, the new ones are fake. Alright guys, I'm back. Turned up the heat just a little bit. I think my bottle here might be going low, so that's cool. I've had that one for quite some time. I bought like 2 of those bottles when I first got that Peak 1 stove, and one's been used up for quite some time, but since I moved out of the West as much, I don't do near as much backpacking, and I guess even when I lived back east. So I don't really use this little stove that much. I've used it here and there on a couple trips with my kids, but it's getting pretty close to where it's looking pretty good. It's almost at a boil here, so I'll just bear with it for a little bit. So I didn't time it. Like I said, it was right around about 7 minutes to get this thing, and that's probably a good number. If you set 8 minutes, then you're really probably talking. So it'll boil in about 8 minutes, depending on your stove, altitude, all that, right? But just for layman's terms, I guess it's not too bad. Let me see here. Piece of fuzz in there, so I guess once I French press it, it'll be below the, it'll be with the ground, so who cares. I got a really shaggy dog. It could have been one of her little hairs. Jeez, dog, quit shedding, please. Not that I'm a huge fan of drinking dog hair. Ugh. But I think I got it out of there. But anyway, so as you can tell, maybe if the light doesn't just do it, so it's starting to kind of bubble just a little bit in the ends and edges. That's kind of where you want it. They say don't let it boil. Well, I personally don't give a fuck about it boiling. I don't think it's going to burn my coffee that bad, but I guess for camera's sake, I'll pretend like I'm just some crazy French press connoisseur that knows it all, which I'm not, but I do think it's cool. So I got my little coaster so I don't burn the table, and I've been putting about 3 pretty good scoops of this in there. I like dark roast, but you know, whatever your flavor is, 100% Colombian, light breakfast roast, whatever suits your flavor. But I just been putting about 3 of these in there. I don't know, is that way too much? It makes a good cup of coffee though, I think. It tastes good to me. And then I just stir it in. And I let it sit for 2-3 minutes. 3 minutes I thought. Actually, yeah, the last time I did 2 minutes, it didn't seem like it was as strong. Obviously, it wouldn't be. But so that's one thing to think about if you are camping with this. That's a little bit of cleanup there, right? So if you're not near a water source of sorts, yeah, I'd make sure I was near a water source so I could clean this shit off. But I'm gonna let this set for a couple minutes, and I'll be right back with you. All right. Alright, so here we are. I started up with my good old Toke's titanium spoon. This is the Stanley French press, if you forgot what we were watching here. So I just take this little notch and put it away from the handle up here. Ooh, that is a hot, hot cup. And just slowly put it in there. There's no reason to rush this, right? The faster you press it down, probably the more grains you might end up in with the actual coffee you're going to be drinking. But it's really easy to press in there. When I first got this, it seemed like it was a little rough, but it goes down really easily. Boom, now you have a pot of coffee, I guess, for that matter, a mini pot. And put your lid on there, keep things nice and toasty warm, and you have separated. You made a cup of coffee and you separated it, so that's great. Find a clear mug so we can see how well it's separated here. So at least from the top, it's hard to see something. My camera's at such an angle, but I don't see anything in there. I mean, it's pretty dark coffee, but yeah. Guess I'll just drink it out of this. Not as desirable as a regular old coffee cup, but yeah, so there it is, the Stanley French press. I think it's pretty cool. So now that I got this one, I literally went to another store and got a regular French press just to see what the difference is. I haven't not used this one yet though. I guess that'll be another video for comparison to see if it works any better or worse. I've heard that some of them really don't work that great. That one had a nice glass body. I kind of thought it would be like more like a plexiglass. It ain't really real type thing, but it does actually seem pretty nice. But so maybe I'll do a video of that if I get any views on this one. Well, this was Everyone's Outdoors. Please subscribe and like. The funny thing is it's Everyone's Outdoors, but I haven't shot a video where I was outdoors in a while. Today it's pouring rain, and it's been hotter than hell, so I've been doing tabletop reviews, so there you go. No outdoors. Maybe I need to move to the garage and clean off the spot out there, so at least I'm not inside the house. I'm at least in the garage. But thanks for y'all who watch, and please like and subscribe. Dislike if you want to be a butthole, because that's fun too. Alright, peace.